Everybody's Mr. Stafford. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about the Loyalists. The Loyalists. So first of all, who were the Loyalists? Well, simply speaking, the Loyalists were those who remained loyal to Great Britain during the American Revolution. But who were they? Really, who were they? Oftentimes these were colonists who had been just as upset about British policies as those would-be revolutionaries, but they'll pull back when it comes to independence. That's a big shift for them. It's too much to ask for independence. This group is made up of about 20-25% of the colonists. They come from every colony, but especially from New York, Pennsylvania, Georgia, and the Carolinas. So that's where they're coming from most. Why did they decide to remain loyal to Britain? A lot of times this was personal reasons. Their own personal situation dictated that it was in their own best interest to remain loyal to Britain. Maybe their job was dependent on it. Maybe they worked for the Church of England. Maybe they were a lawyer that worked with the British legal officials, right? Maybe they were a British official in the colony. Many of the divisions pre-existed the revolution, right? So these are socioeconomic divisions, they're ethnic divisions, they're cultural divisions. Those in a minority ethnic group might fear that if we move towards democracy and away from British protection, that it might not be good for their ethnic autonomy. Those who were poor often supported the British because the elite were revolting and they wanted to see the elite kind of deposed from power so that they might have access to power and to resources. So what happens to the Loyalists? So when the war is over, what's going to happen to these Loyalists? Well, both during and after the war, they're going to be treated much like they were traitors, right? Even though the irony is that the revolutionaries from the British perspective are the traitors, the Loyalists from the revolutionary perspective are considered to be the traitors. So they're going to be treated like traitors. They're going to be treated very poorly during and after the war. When I say very poorly, I mean they're going to get killed, they're going to get beat up, they're going to get tarred and feathered. They're going to have their property confiscated, taken by the revolutionaries. So all of these things are happening to the Loyalists during and immediately following the American Revolution. So what happens after the war? Well, the resolution after the war, as they continue to face persecution and property loss, ultimately with the Treaty of Paris in 1783, the British and the new American diplomats decide that they will agree to restore the property to the Loyalists who had lost property, although they often don't do that. And they also agree to stop persecuting the Loyalists, although often that continues in the immediate aftermath of the war as well. So about 100,000 of these Loyalists will ultimately immigrate to another British province, maybe Canada, maybe back to Britain. But those who stick around will be quickly integrated into the new American society. The leaders of America at the time believe that it's important to establish international credibility and a sense of justice and fairness for the new nation. All right, so that's a little bit about the Loyalists, the challenges that they faced during the war, what motivated them to remain loyal to Great Britain, and the plight that they faced during and after the war.